Hello everybody, and welcome to Stage 2 Pick'em video. I know I'm late. I was way too busy yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, when Stage 1 ended. I worked late at work, and then I had to make up some studying. I didn't have to make up that much studying, but like the day before I didn't study because I was hanging out with friends and family, and so I just I didn't really get a chance to study that day, so then I had to make it up, and so it was just like by the time I finished eating dinner, it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was way too tired to do pick'ems, so I didn't do them. Well, I did them. I did the pick'ems, but I didn't record a video. So I did do the pick'ems. They're locked in and everything. You will see that in a second, but yeah. So it just was really busy. It really sucks. It's really difficult when it's like a half day turnaround for you to place your pick'ems and make a video. So I'm sorry for not posting it in time, but hopefully, you know, we get to at least laugh a little bit at what's gone wrong so far in stage two already. So that'll be funny, I guess. But yeah, and then also, um, just kind of a side tangent update. I've been playing a little bit more F1, and I know F1 26 just came out, so I might during weekends sometimes if I have the time, which again, big question mark because of the whole studying thing. But I might stream a little bit if I feel comfortable enough streaming. I might stream that a little bit. So I guess keep on the lookout for that on my Twitch. But yeah, we'll see. But anyways, super brief recap in stage one. Heroic fucked my pick'ems. Heroic really fucked my pick'ems in stage one. If I can show what I did, I put Heroic to advance 3-0. That did not happen, not even close. And not only did Heroic screw me over by not making the 3-0 slot, they also screwed me over because they lost to Vision when they were up 10-4 on the second best of one and allowed Vision to win, which then meant that Vision at 0-3 was also not correct. Thunder Down Under, as everybody knows, beat MIBR in a best of one right at the start of the major, so that screwed over that 0-3 pick. And then Gamer Legion just hasn't looked nearly as good as I was hoping they would look. I thought Gamer Legion was like a relatively structured team and could like play through some bad performances, but they haven't really looked all that convincing this entire time. And so I undervalued Bait and Bet Boom a little bit. Bait hadn't looked amazing um, from what I can remember. Like they were a little shaky. But they played really well, and so did Bet Boom. Bet Boom just kind of fragged everybody out of the server, so credit to those guys for making it. But as you can see here, I mean, in terms of like the teams that I thought were going to advance, yeah, actually, like overall, I think I did a decent job of having the right idea about which teams are going to move forward. FlyQuest beating Liquid kind of sucked at the end, but it's Liquid, so I get it. But Big picked Big, that was good. I didn't pick Ty Lue, obviously, but I didn't think that they. Um, I just I couldn't have predicted they were going to be 2-2 with Lin Vision and play Lin Vision. If I like knowing that was the matchup, I knew Ty Lue was going to make it because Lin Vision is not better than Ty Lue. Um, but in terms of like predicting like which teams are going to advance, I mean, I got technically in terms of like 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, and just terms of like which teams are going to go to stage two. Bait, Bet Boom, um, M80, MIBR, Big, um, Gamer Legion. I think yeah, that was pretty good. I think the team that I missed out on, like Liquid, I put Liquid to go through. They didn't. But other than that, all the other teams made it through, except for Heroic, obviously. Heroic didn't make it through either, so Liquid and Heroic didn't go through, but the rest of them did. I feel pretty good about that. So pick'ems are just really fucking difficult, and you might as well be playing March Madness and pick your favorite logos. So kind of a bummer. But anyways, stage two. Stage two. These are my picks for stage two. One of these is already fucked. Because as you can see here, Ty Lue beat Pain, which some of these matchups are really tough, guys. Like I was looking at these and like I was like, dude, I could see Big beating Monty. It didn't happen, but I thought they could. Like I thought MIBR Legacy was tight, and sure enough, MIBR won. Tyloo Payne, who the hell knows? Foot Bait. I think Foot is the second best team in this stage, but that could have gone the wrong way in a best of one. 9Z FlyQuest, who the fuck knows, how that's gonna go. So yeah, just kind of crazy because there's just some really tough matchups to predict here. But I have gambled on Gamer Legion to take that like final spot. I think Thorn picked big in that spot basically. I think me and Thorn had almost the same pickups, and I swear to God I didn't look at his pickups until after I was done. Um, and yeah, I think that was the only thing that we had different was I had picked Gamer Legion, he had picked Big to make it through, and frankly, neither of those are looking too great at the moment. I mean, Gamer Legion might honestly looks worse because Gamer Legion got fucking owned by Astralis. Wasn't even close. I'm really hoping that Gamer Legion picks up their form heading into the later parts of this stage because they're gonna need it. Um, if they want any chance of making stage three, which I think they've shown the ability to be able to play at that level. Um, so yeah, kind of ugh, a little scary there. But I feel pretty good about these teams. I mean, Spirit and Foot making it 3-0, I feel pretty good about that. At least with the Spirit side of it, I feel really good about it. Foot, I do think Foot is the clear-cut second best team in the stage. I've been a huge well, is getting clipped. Huge Foot fan. But I really like their team. I really like their players. I like how they play. Um, they're probably one of the sharpest teams in Counter-Strike. They are a very sharp team and I just really like watching them play. So it was almost not even like I think they're the second best team, but also I just want them to be 3-0. So it's kind of both, to be honest with you. So I picked Spirit and Foot, and then to advance, I picked Astralis for obvious reasons. G2, obvious reasons. Legacy has been playing really, really well, so I wanted to put them to go through. Obviously, they lost to MIBR, which I think is pretty disappointing but I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. They did win a tournament recently. They are even outside of that just like a team that's just a very strong team. They're a competitive team, and so I think they should be good enough to make it past the rest of the stage, even though they lost their first best of one. Um, I didn't really talk much about G2, but I think G2 is just they have a lot of really good players, and I think they're just too talented to not make it past stage two. It's kind of similar for Astralis. Astralis is just too good of a team. Not really much to say. Um, I think Bet Boom and Bait have shown enough so far to say that they should make it probably to stage three. Like if they continue to play this way, they should make it. Bet Boom did just get wrecked by Spirit, but I think it's just going to happen. It's Spirit. Spirit's a really good team. One of the potential finals candidates, I would say. So, like they could win the tournament. So Bet Boom playing a team like that, you don't really take too much from that. So yeah, but yeah, Bait also playing really, really like pretty good CS. Lizzie had an insane game. I think it was during versus like M80 or something like that. He had an insane game. So hopefully that continues for him. He's a super young player. Um, but yeah, they've looked good, so they've earned their spot. And then that last spot is kind of a gamble. Like I debated M80, I debated um, Big, I debated obviously Gamer Legion. I thought about is Pain gonna actually somehow be good? Sometimes they do that. Pain sometimes they're just like a weird team that like sometimes they look really bad and sometimes they look really good and you just don't really know. 9Z has been like I feel like I always never want to pick 9Z, but then 9Z always like outperforms what you expect them to do. FlyQuest, who the fuck knows? They have some nice players. So there were just a lot of teams that I was like teetering on the edge about for this last spot, and I wasn't really sure where to go. I decided to kind of go with, okay, I've seen Gamer Legion play at like a good level and recently. They did not do it in stage one, but my hope is that like maybe they got the nerves out a little bit and they feel better coming into stage two and they know that they can play better. So far not looking good, but hopefully that turns around soon. But I could totally see picking M80 or Big. I think those are the two other teams that like really stood out to me because I thought M80 played for the most part pretty good. Like they lost to Bait, but I thought they played better than Bait on Inferno at least. They just kept choking rounds they should have won. But I thought that they were like they looked good. Like they have moments that they look like a genuine like really good team. They just have a lot of like missed opportunities. There are a lot of moments in classic NA fashion where they fuck up a 5v3 or something like that. So I really hope I hope M80 take the last spot. But for my pick'ems, I'm gonna pick Gamer Legion. So I win either way. Not really, because I'm sure Big or some other bullshit team like Monty will make it. Um, and then for my 0-3s, I picked Tyloo and FlyQuest, and Tyloo already ruined that because Pain is the most inconsistent bullshit team I've ever seen, and FlyQuest lost to 9Z, so they're still potentially in the running for 0-3. Could be tough though. I mean, like I said, FlyQuest has they have some like good players. Like JKS is a good player, Netic is a good player. Even Vexite, I think like he's an X Factor player for them. So who knows? But yeah, these are my picks for right now. Obviously, my 0-3 is already done, or at least half of my 0-3 is already done. So if Tyloo beats some of my other teams, this is going to be a problem. But I think right now they're about to play. Who are they playing? Are they playing like Spirit or something like that? No, they're playing Foot, and actually Foot's up 9-3 currently as I'm talking. So that's going very well for me. That's going very well for me. So that's great news. That's great news. So that's really good for me. So yeah, I'm enjoying this part of the major way more. Stage two is just so much better than stage one. You can see some of these stage one teams just getting banged out pretty quickly here because let's be real, the competition in stage one is just terrible. And in stage two, you get some of the big boys kind of showing up and essentially waving their dick around and showing them who's boss. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Overall, I'm excited, happy for the major. I don't like Pickems. Fuck Pickems. They're stupid as fuck. I hate them, but I'm here making the video just for you. So so yeah, and yeah, we'll do a recap next video on stage two and talk about going into stage three, what things look like, what we're gonna predict, and hopefully this time I'll be able to make the video and post it on time instead of having to post it when matches have already happened and less people are likely to give a shit about my pick'ems or my thoughts about the pick'ems because it's already started. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being patient. Hopefully maybe some F1 content or CS stuff at some point in the future. Like I said, I'm waiting for to take my exam, and I think once my exam is done, I'll probably make a montage video. I haven't made one in a while, so I'll probably make another one of those, and I'll try to see if maybe I can do some more streaming. But yeah, so stay posted, I guess, for that. You don't have to, obviously. It might be a little bit. It could be at least a month, but I don't know. I might do some Twitch streaming in the near future on weekends at least. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully your pick'ems are going better than mine because mine are already fucked. And we're at stage two. So yeah, fuck pick'ems, and I'll catch you guys in the next pick'ems video.